started with chapter 2 Polynomials, class 9th. We are going to introduce what are polynomials. In our previous classes, we have already learned about some terms like constant, variables, expressions. Let us quickly revise them and then we will define what are polynomials. What are constants? They are a symbol having a fixed numerical value. For example, any numerical value, 12, 18, 180, anything. So all the numbers are basically the constants. Variable is a symbol which can be assigned any value, means there is no fixed value. So all the alphabets like X, Y, Z, A. For me, X can be 20, for you same X can be 30. So there is no fixed value. All such symbols are called as variables. So we can remember that all the counting numbers which have the fixed value are constant and all the alphabets which do not have any numerical value are called as variables. Expressions. When we combine the constants with the variables along with some mathematical operations. Now we know plus, minus, multiply and divide are four mathematical operations. If we combine constants, variables and any of these expressions, we get an algebraic expression. For example, if I say 4, which is a constant, and let's say a is a variable, plus, again you can just write any constant. So this is an algebraic expression because it has a variable, it has a constant and it has some mathematical operation also. So combination of constant, variable and such operations makes an algebraic expression. Now terms of an algebraic expression. Suppose I talk about this expression. Any part of algebraic expression that is separated by a plus or a minus. See, here two mathematical operations are involved. One is here multiplication, another one is addition. But I am going to say that this whole algebraic expression has only two terms. First term is this 4a and second term is this 6. Because they are separated by plus over here. So terms are the several parts of an expression separated by either plus or minus only, not by multiplication or division. For example, if I say 4y minus 8z, then again there are two terms. One term is 4y, second term is 8z. But if I say 4yz, I am not going to say that there are three terms. This is all one expression. This is only one term because here multiplication is involved, not plus and minus. So just remember that if the terms are separated by plus or minus, then only they are different. Coefficients. Any constant that are partners of a variable. See, coefficient. Co मतलब साथ में किसी के काम करने वाला, cooperate करने वाला, तो ऐसे याद रख सकते हैं. कोई भी कांस्टेंट है जैसे 14, इसके साथ मैंने लिखा x, तो I will say 14 is the coefficient of x. किसी भी वेरिएबल का पार्टनर जो उसके साथ जनरली मल्टीप्लाई या डिवाइड हो रहा हो. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं लिखती हूँ 1/8x, ये मेरा एक एक्सप्रेशन है. इसके अंदर अगर मुझे x का कोएफिशिएंट जानना है तो दैट इज 1/8. So the partners of a variable you can say are called their coefficients. Exponents. Exponent is the power of a variable. Simply I can also write 4x square. This is again an algebraic expression because it has some constant, it has some variable, and then multiplication is the operation that is joining these two. And here this power is 2. So I will say x exponent here is 2. We have to remember one thing. Now polynomials are a combination of all these things, wherein some algebraic expressions are joined together. For example, this is a polynomial 4a plus 6, wherein two algebraic terms are joined to form a polynomial. We have to remember that exponents of a polynomial have to be positive. For example, if I say 4 into x raised to the power minus 2, then this will not be considered as a polynomial because the exponent here is negative. Topic of the day is degree of a polynomial and number of terms. Now, what is a degree of a polynomial? Polynomials are raised to some exponential powers which are called as degrees of a polynomial. For example, if I say x raised to the degree 1, x raised to the degree 2, or let's say 2x square, or even I can say 3y cube or 13y cube. By quadratic we can say degree 4 when suppose I write this. So all these are expressions and they are raised to some exponential powers. Whenever the variable's power is 1, we say that it is of degree 1 and it is called as linear polynomial. Some other example can be 8z plus 7. Again, z is raised to the power 1, that is why it is called a linear polynomial. Degree 2, whenever the polynomial has, it is called a quadratic polynomial. For example, 2x square, 8y square plus 8y plus 2. Now, this is also an expression of degree 2. Why? Because here y is having degree 2, here y is having degree 1. So we will consider the highest exponential power. So here highest power is 2. Therefore we say that the degree of a polynomial is 2 and it is called a quadratic polynomial. Whenever the degree is 3, it is called a cubic polynomial. For example, let's say 27y cube plus 8. This is having the variable y with degree 3, so it is called a cubic polynomial. Similarly, when the degree is 4, we call it as a biquadratic polynomial. So, you can keep on increasing the degree and the name keeps on changing. But for now, we just need to understand only till biquadratic. Let us come to number of terms. So, we have already studied that only plus and minus sign bifurcate the term, that is separate the terms of an expression. So if there is only one term in an expression, we call it as a monomial. For example, 4x. If there are two terms like 4x plus 7, so there are two terms, one is 4x, one is 7 separated by this plus, or so we say that this is a binomial. Trinomial separated by 3, 1 plus or 1 minus, both plus, both minus. How do we write it? 6 plus 8z square minus 9, let's say z. It doesn't matter what the degree of the term is. Only thing what matters is how many terms are there. Here there are 3 terms separated by this plus and minus. So we call this type of a polynomial has 3 terms, or also call it as a trinomial. Now let us come to constant polynomials. Polynomials having a non-zero constant, that is only one term. First thing, they should be monomial, having only one term, और वो term कौन सी होनी चाहिए? Constant. For example, 6, that's it. 7, तो सारे जो हमारे constant numbers हैं, numerical values हैं, वो सारी क्या है? हमारी constant polynomial. और अगर हम इनके डिग्री की बात करें तो इनकी डिग्री हमेशा 0 होती है. कैसे? फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे हमने बोला 6 को क्या मैं लिख सकती हूँ? 6 into x raised to the power 0. Because anything raised to the power 0 is always equals to 1. So this 6x naught is nothing but 6 into 1, that is 6 only. So इस constant 6 को मैं 6 into x raised to the power 0 भी लिख सकती हूँ. इसका मतलब इस expression की डिग्री 0 है. तो हमेशा याद रखेंगे हर constant numerical value कहलाती है कांस्टेंट पॉलिनोमियल और इसकी डिग्री हमेशा 0 होती है। ये रूल हमने सीखा है इन आवर प्रीवियस क्लासेस। लेट अस कम टू जीरो पॉलिनोमियल। एनी पॉलिनोमियल हैविंग वन टर्म दैट इज जीरो ओनली। तो अगर जहां जीरो लिखा है तो वो जीरो पॉलिनोमियल कहलाएगा। अब जीरो के साथ x भी हो सकता है, जीरो के साथ x स्क्वायर भी हो सकता है, जीरो के साथ x क्यूब भी हो सकता है, जीरो के साथ y 8 भी हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है। लेकिन इन सारे एक्सप्रेशंस में अगर हम देखें तो क्या हो रहा है कि आंसर जीरो इंटू दिस जीरो, जीरो इंटू दिस जीरो, जीरो इंटू दिस जीरो, आंसर हमेशा जीरो ही आ रहा है हमारा। यानी कि जीरो को चाहे हम किसी भी वेरिएबल के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करें, चाहे उस वेरिएबल की डिग्री कोई भी हो, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। जीरो पॉलिनोमियल की डिग्री हमेशा नॉट डिफाइंड होती है, क्योंकि हम किसी भी जीरो के आगे हम कुछ भी लगा दें, आंसर फिर भी वो जीरो ही है, तो इट इज कॉल्ड अ जीरो पॉलिनोमियल। और इसकी डिग्री नॉट डिफाइंड है, फिक्स्ड नहीं है, क्योंकि हमने देखा कि हम इसकी जगह कुछ भी पुट कर सकते हैं।